This is Pat Walker, Mission Winners. It's Saturday. We're doing a recap, review, planning ahead, looking at the major ETFs, major index ETFs. This is a great tactic for everybody. You can say, why? It helps frame up where the strength is and where the weakness is. And what do you do then? Knowing that, you know what to look for, but you also have an idea on areas to avoid. And isn't that important? It's like, yeah, I'm going to put money in an area that's not doing well. Why do that to yourself? Stack the deck in your favor. I have to share this with you. The vast majority of a stock's movement is related to the industry group sector that it's in. Why not use that to your advantage, that knowledge, as far as what to focus on or what to avoid? So here we go. IBD 50, bearish engulfing bar on the weekly. It's lagging. It has been lagging. Here's the daily chart. Weekly on the left, daily on the right. I'm going to make this a little tighter for you. There we go. Down on heavy volume Thursday, up on less volume Friday. Not a lot of power there. Maybe it'll base and start to lift off, but at this point in time, nothing. Gold started to lift, falling here on the weekly, flittering around here a little bit. Support on the 50-day. You don't want to see gold losing the 50-day. Gold miners, excuse me. Junior gold miners, a little bit stronger. Look at this, compare and contrast. Gold miners on the 50-day. Junior gold miners above the 50-day. Right there is knowledge for you, power for you. Where should you focus if you're going to look in the gold miner area? The junior gold miners. That's power. Gold itself, basing nicely here. Fell on heavy volume on the weekly, but it's going sideways. Perhaps it'll take out these tops around 163.50. But you've got a heavy distribution bar there, and you've got a heavy distribution bar there. And then you've got right here an accumulation distribution bar. But notice the volume on the up bar versus the down bars. There's not a lot of power there. Things that we talk about at Mission Winners. IBB, biotechs, kind of hanging in there. Fell on heavy volume. Here's the theme, folks. Fell on heavy volume Thursday, gapped up Friday, and closed down below the open on relatively heavy volume too. Supported the 50 days, the 1+. North American technology. Check this out. On the 50-day, on the 20-day, technology. This is exactly, look at the volume bars shooting up. This is exactly why we have been involved in technology. We utilize these tools to help us look for what to focus on and what to avoid. IJH, mid-cap, started to go, but notice something here. Look at this. Well into new high ground. Mid-cap, not in new high ground. Still above the 50-day, just not a lot of power there, okay? Look for a better pattern. IWM was leading, but it's still well off the all-time highs. Look at this. Gap down on heavy volume Thursday. Very little follow through on Friday. MDY, similar situation. Down, down. You can say, oh, that's a good bar. I'm going to share a great lesson with you, and I'm going to enlarge this for you. It's what we teach. Gaps down, closes near the lows. Everybody looks and goes, oh, that's a green bar on heavy volume. That's a good bar. It gapped up, and it closed down below the open on a heavy volume. There was selling on that bar. Even though it closed above the lows of this bar, there was selling. Things to take into consideration. Oil services. Make this a little bigger for you. Lagging. Do you need to spend a lot of time here looking at this saying, oh, I think I'll try to find some oil service stocks that are good? No. Just move on. Software. Look at that. All-time highs right here. What do you think we've been involved with? Technology, software. Still above the moving averages. Still above the 20-day. But fell on fairly heavy volume on Thursday. Things to consider. QLD, we've been in QLD. It's been great to us. Finally took it out after it was falling here. Been a good run. Volume was coming into it there, and that was enough to say, hey, we're taking the rest and locking in the gains. By the way, notice this. QLD, close to all-time highs, but QQQ was. And that was another trigger for us to be getting involved in QQQ or QLD a while ago. All right? Not recently, but a while ago. Steel, what do you think? It's lagging. Move on. There's some accumulation in there, but there's some gaps. Nothing really special. SMH, been involved in semiconductors. Hit all-time highs right here. Ran up in here. We were buying right here. That's where we were buying. Coming out of that base. Lifted on up. Sold some into strength. Selling here. Hit the road. Make money. By the way, in these entire moves, I don't look at any 5-minute charts. I rarely look at 10-minute charts. And I don't day trade either. Spiders lagging. I showed you the Qs hitting all-time highs. Spiders well off all-time highs. Okay? Fell on heavy volume Thursday. Continue onward. SSO, similar situation. Solar picked up a little bit. Started to lose the 8-day here, losing the 21-day here. Support on the 21 EMA. We'll have to watch it and see what happens. Possibly. That was good volume on the weekly. TNA, small cap. Small cap's lagging. I mean, folks, I showed you QQQ hitting all-time highs. How's TNA? Well off all-time highs. Oil services, right here. United States Oil. Do you really need, let me refresh this for us, okay? Do you really need to overthink this and analyze it and say, well, maybe there's something here? No. Move on. Aerospace defense started to pick up. Boeing was a chunk of that, all right? Pulled back a little bit, but maybe turning a corner. Potential. Fell on heavy volume. Home builders. There's a great lesson here. I want to share this with you. Everybody says the world is ending, okay? We've got COVID-19. We've got, marches. We've got portions of a city being taken over, okay? We've got all kinds of things happening here, all right? And everybody goes, oh, and by the way, the U.S. economy was reported this week, officially hit recession. And home builders aren't that far off 52-week highs. Home builders aren't that far off all-time highs. If it's that bad, would this be doing that? And I'm not the eternal bull, but there's a valuable lesson. Don't focus so much on the news, the charts. There's a tremendous amount of news in the charts. Just watch the charts, price and volume. Basic materials related to home building, hanging in there, fell a little bit. There's no spot here right now. Fell on heavy volume Thursday, but it's been a decent move. Communications, technology. Technology is the future. So what do? You look for things that are involved in the future. Technology, which is also a major foundation of the maxlist stocks. Apple, Amazon, Baidu, Baba, Google, Netflix, Tesla. You know what I'm talking about. The best of the best. Energy. Do I need to overthink this? Nah. Nothing really there. Financials rallied up, fell. No really clean pattern here and fell really heavy volume on Thursday. Industrials picked up a little bit, but they lost it. But it is still above the rising 50. That's a potential plus. Technology. Look at that. All-time highs, folks. All-time highs on the weekly. All-time highs right there. Fell hard. But again, another reason why. This is a leading sector, and it's been a leading sector, which is why we've been involved in technology. It's just connecting the dots. XLP, consumer staples. If the consumer was, falling apart with everything happening, I don't think it would have done as well as it did. There's no real clean entry here. Okay, there's nothing to do with it now. Utilities, it's just flopping around. There's nothing special with utilities. Healthcare, possibly related to COVID-19, but it fell hard on Thursday on volume, near double tops. Logical place for some to sell. Consumer discretionary, I talk about this. Oh man, everything's falling apart. Discretionary spending, consumer stocks right here, hit all-time highs this week. Again, I am not the eternal bull, but my point is, turn off the news and focus on the charts. There's opportunity there. Metals and mining, nothing really special. Move on. Retail, another example. Oh boy, the economy, the U.S. economy officially hits recession, in a recession this week. That's the way it's reported. And retail was near all-time highs. Okay, I'll watch the charts. Software, been involved in software. Look at that. Been a good move. Fell on fairly heavy volume on Thursday. And we're back to the top. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you. It's just very important. Take this list. Here they are. Print them out if you want. I'll leave it up there for a minute. Just do Control-J or whatever you do. And have this list. Pause this and write them down. Scan them every day. We're very big on systemization. I can't stress that enough. You can say, Patrick, why? I'll tell you why. I was the sole supporter of a family of 6. All right? My wife, stay-at-home mom, raising a family. We had to make it happen. By the way, when I was doing all that, it wasn't like, oh, you had a bunch of other businesses going on. Oh, no. We lived off our investing profits. That's it. It's like, oh, you had another job? Oh, no. This was my career. This is my career. This is what I did. And I'm grateful. I'm not bragging. I worked really hard, but I am very, very thankful and humbled. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you. I hope it helps you. Have a great weekend.